Hey there, it's Lenny Magwell with the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop right here in the beautiful Nashville studios today. We're going to talk about the most popular handgun in the USA today is the Glock 43X, and there's a reason it's popular. Slim line, carries 10 rounds with a full-size grip, yet it's ultra concealable. I carry a gun all the time because it is a gun you can put on and kind of forget you have on. I'm going to go ahead and drop the magazine. It comes with a 10-round magazine. That's kind of a slimline magazine, and it's really interesting. I've had some people confuse the Glock 43X magazine with a Glock 19 10-round magazine. Looks the same, except it's a little bit fatter, the 19 magazine, and they're not interchangeable. So if you have a Glock 43X, you have to order Glock 43X magazines. In fact, that's what we're going to talk about today. This gun, of course, is brand new. It's unloaded. Going to double check it. Yes, it is. Boom. And now we're going to go ahead and talk about magazines. So, like I said, the factory magazine is 10 rounds. One of the most popular upgrades for the G43X is the Shield 15-round magazine. Now, Shield has done a really good job on this. This is now, they think, the third generation of this, but they have figured out all the bugs, and it works great. We sell every one we get because now you can carry 15 rounds versus 10, right? So you buy a 15-round magazine, and all of a sudden, you can see that this 15-round magazine is the same exact profile on the outside, size on the outside, but they've engineered it to carry 15 rounds. So you can see why it's a popular upgrade, because all of a sudden, now you go from 10 to 15. That said, we have developed a +3 extension for the Shield 15-round magazine. Boom, there it is. And I'm going to show you how to put it on here in just a second. So this will now allow you to carry 18 rounds, and the key fact, it's not too big. Shield has a +4. It's just too big. It's almost uncomfortable to carry. So I kind of looked at that and I thought, you know, I think we can do a little one step better, maybe just one less round, but at the end of the day, you've got 18 rounds, and that's a lot to carry in a small little gun. And it's still something that you're going to carry on your body because it's not too big. If it's too big and uncomfortable and bulky, you just don't carry it. That's why this gun's so popular, because once you put it on, you kind of almost forget you have it on. And I've done that, you know, multiple times. So that said, we're going to go ahead and install the +3 onto this magazine. It's very simple. Let's go ahead and compare these magazines real quick. You're going to notice on the bottom of the base plate, factory magazine, Shield magazine right here. The bottom of this base plate is a hole. The hole is different placed differently because they're, one is a steel body, the other one is a plastic body. This hole is a little bit bigger. This one's a little smaller. All we need to do is use a punch. Now, one thing I'm going to warn you is that this comes off a lot easier than the Glock factory base plate, which you kind of have to struggle to get off. This one is so easy, it's almost scary, so you want to be careful not to let that spring fly across the room. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the punch into the hole. And now I'm just going to push down a little bit with my thumb and hand, and you see how easy it came off? It's basically off right there. And I want to make sure that I capture that spring right there with my thumb. Boom. There it comes. So there's the base plate. Might as well do some nomenclature while we're here. This would be called the insert plate. It actually snaps onto the spring. I can unsnap it because we're not going to use it for hours. Boom, comes right off. So that's the insert plate. Has the little post that intersects with the hole. And here's the spring and follower. And this, of course, is the magazine body. So there are 5 parts to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now we're going to just use these two, the magazine body and the spring and follower, these 3, should I say, really. And basically what we're going to do is going to put the follower in. It only really goes in one way. If you go backwards, not going to really make a whole lot of progress. So it only goes in one way. Up it goes. And now we're going to capture the spring with our thumb and press it down, simultaneously getting this base plate upside down so I can capture it onto the little rails here on the side of this magazine body. There's a corresponding slot here. Now, I'll capture the spring here like so, okay? I'm going to just push it straight down. Now I'm going to pull back a little bit, okay? I'm going to just bend the spring a little bit back, and then I'm going to capture it on these rails. So it kind of goes like this. Come all the way down, pull back, Oops, that's a little too much. I'm going to pull back just a little bit right to there, and as soon as I get it lined up, then I can press it straight on. Right like that. That's easier than it looked like. Okay, so now it is a little tight getting on, and so when you press it on, I'm going to take a little mallet with my nylon tip and just tap it down so it's all the way flush. Look up top here, it's flush. Look in here, looks good. Now I've captured a spring there, got good tension there. And I've got two options with this particular extension. Remember, it's going to hold 3. So you've got 15 plus 3. It's small enough to carry, doesn't stick out too far, right? Gives me a little place for a little left-hand pinky right there, so I can get a really good grip on it. I can also, feel it on my palm as I can push it. Now we do have a puck that will rest here to capture and keep that in place, because if you don't use the puck, okay, it's going to come off. You have to capture that mag body onto the extension. So the puck will actually complete the grip. Now, if you are using one of our magazine, the EDC Magwells, boom, boom, you would not use the puck, but you would use just a set screw to lock this in place. All right, you set the screw in that second hole, that second hole right there. And then it would end up looking like that. Again, giving you a nice place for your second hand pinky. Again, not too big, easily concealed. Doesn't kill, doesn't stick out too far, but it gives me 3 extra rounds. And so I can actually manage it like that. Now with the puck, it won't fit with the EDC. So once I put the puck on here, I'm going to use the screw and the Allen screw, the Allen wrench. Now this comes with the package that you get, all right? So let's go ahead and drop that screw in there and we'll get this thing lined up. And then once you have it lined up, you're going to just tighten it up here a little bit, so that what we're doing is we're capturing the +3 onto the actual mag body. If you don't do that, this is critical, because otherwise that mag body will, vibrate itself away from the extension. And we'll give it one more tuck. And so there's what it looks like with the puck. And here's the factory gun without the EDC and the way it fits there. And again, gives you 3 extra rounds for a total of 18. Here's our dummy rounds that we're going to use here in the studio just to prove out the full extension. I'm going to take 10 and load them up. Now, if you don't have a Lula loader, you need one, because this is the fastest way and best way to load your magazines. We sell a ton of these. I wish I had invented it, but at the end of the day, saves your fingers, speeds up the process, and sure, makes it easier. Okay, here's 5 more, so there would be a total of 15, or 5. The dummy rounds are nice to use because you don't want to be experimenting with live rounds inside the house. Okay, now 3 more. These will be the +3 right here. So there's 15 +3. Here we go. 1, 2. And this last one is why you need the Lula loader, because you got to step on it a little bit. Just like that. And there they are. And fits, locks in, looks good. Gives you that extra 3 rounds we talked about. And is not too big to be concealed or to carry on a daily basis. So that is our +3 extension for the Glock 43X and the Shield 15-round magazine, which is a very popular item. But now we can make it even more popular with our +3 extension. Thanks for watching. I'm Lenny McGill. We'll see you next time.
out.